like other people from other countries can benefit. I don't know why it's like that. That there's something totally wrong with that. Things like the taxes that are being paid, you could get money out of that to help yourself during an emergency. Or to help, like in the United States, there's none of that. The emergency is considered as somebody coming in and eating and needing food, but they came in from another country.
Mm-hmm. But it's not for like homeless people.
Mm-mm. Backwards.
That's not an emergency.
Backwards.
Or people with disabilities. Or veterans.
And then don't talk disability, because if you're truly disabled, it might take you 4 or 5 years to even convince them of that. Meanwhile, you're disabled, and you got to figure out a way. How am I going to eat, or how?
I've seen people like in those electric wheelchairs on the streets too. Like,
I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't.
And
Taxes.
then obviously now black people, that's a whole nother. We're not in a class. We're not even second class citizens.
You can't save up money in a certain way. That's going to be taxed. Like the extra retirement fund that I have, that obviously it takes you about 4 to 5 weeks to get any of that if you really need it in an emergency. That's another story. All that's taxed. Sick leave that you earn once you retire, if you got so many sick leave days, that is going to be taxed 30 to 35%. Now this is money that's already been taxed. Money that's already been taxed.
You said 30 for what?
If you don't have anywhere to put it after you retire, or when you retire, if you don't have anywhere to put it, it's taxed 30 to 35%. And some people don't realize that. So that's the purpose of me having a 403B, because I can put it in there and it not be taxed 30 to 35%. That's the only reason I have one, other than needing to save a little money. Yeah. So everything is taxed. The clothes you wear, everything is taxed. Well, how we got there, I don't know.
One thing I'm actually surprised that they don't tax, probably because they don't need to, is gas.
Right.
I guess that's because they know.
But there's a built-in something for that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's a built-in something for that. Somebody paid taxes on it somewhere along the line, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go.
And then, like, just with the whole tax system, like, yeah, I really gotta go back, specifically with the taxes. I know the way the capitalism system was made, it was made to keep specifically blacks down. But now, they they're taking us from second class citizens and no citizens, because now it's the white people and everyone else. They are the second class citizens. And we don't have a class anymore. But what I'm going to say is, like, I need to go back and do some research on, like, the whole system, and not just the capitalism system, not even necessarily what they put in the documents of the system. I need to go back specifically with the taxes and see, like, what was their motive.
I don't know.
I know what their motive is. They're just making money. But
Ridiculous is all I know. Ridiculousness.
I guess it's to just always have a step ahead. That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah, you can say the regular.
Because they've always done taxes.
Taxes after taxes after taxes. Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't think it was meant to get this out of hand.
Yeah.
And where some states have taxes on some things, some states don't. See, that shouldn't even be, honestly.
Actually, for America, it wasn't just strictly once we became
This is
actually
not
America. It wasn't meant to get out of this hand.
fair.
We left England, one of the main reasons, because of how bad the taxes were.
The taxes were terrible.
Now, England could do that to us then because we were considered just territory.
We were terrible.
Just like we could charge Puerto Rico,
That's the
or,
reason behind it. Yep.
Dominican Republic. We could charge them whatever we choose to
Whatever.
because they're territory.
It's there. It's just we've got enough hand up.
But when you're charging your own states and the own cities in your own country,
That's right. We have
Yeah,
totally got
it's-
out of hand.
it's
Totally got out of hand.
it's hypocritical.
Yeah.
The whole system they created was not to. And I'm separated from black people because that's a whole nother. We ain't gonna get that. But the district is just stick with the white race. Even for their own people, they don't even care about their own people anymore. It's a lot of white people struggling now.
Yes. The TikTok videos, all is proof in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them might be faking a little, but a lot of them are truthful. I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's something.
When it comes to finances, white people, they don't fake finances.
Yeah, I don't think they fake
I honestly, black people are the only ones we will fake finances.
it till we make it.
I'm telling you.
Fake it till we make it.
Man,
And somehow we're spenders. I don't understand that.
spend the most.
On ridiculous stuff. I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not every now and then. Like me now, I buy stuff every now and then unless it's food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
But
had
this
this.
is constantly for some people. They're buying and buying.
Yeah,
buying,
yeah,
buying.
it's constant.
Like-
I even had to chill. Like those pair of shoes, I have not bought a pair of shoes like
yeah, you
just
haven't
the
been
action.
buying anything.
It's
right
been
now.
at least 2 years.
Right. Oh, it's just.
But
People are constantly buying, buying.
and the malls, all those are they're traps. They put
Yeah.
food around to keep you there.
You're re-up, so to speak.
Mhm.
You shop a little bit and say, well, let's
Drinks.
just go and catch the food quarter. Let's go and get us a
Yeah.
pretzel or a cookie.
Mhm.
And then we'll just keep it going again.
Yeah,
Add, you know,
keep it
add some
going.
fuel to the tank and keep
They
going.
they put the food. They put the machines, the concessions machines.
Right.
Right. They'll put them around the ends of the mall.
What's that?
You know, they do it on purpose. But yeah, black people, we spend the most, but have
I don't
the
know how,
least.
though. Yeah.
We spend the most, but have the least amount of money.
I just
Economics.
don't understand. A lot of the stuff we buy, I don't know if we're truly using. Are we truly using it?
Most are not.
Like, cause then you see a lot of stuff laying around. It's just,
Once you buy something, the value is taken out. Not only physically is taken out,
Mm-hmm.
it's taken out. The value is taken. How do I put it? Not only is its physical value taken out, it's the value that that you have for it is taking just a little bit. The longer you have it, just a little bit.
Right.
But when you like, let's say, and once you use it a couple times, it definitely is gonna go down.
Right. I see what you're saying.
And like, let me give you something. But when you get, let's say you get a new phone. Let's say you get the iPhone 15. After around probably a month or 2 weeks, probably, of having it, it doesn't even mean much anymore.
All right. No longer mean anything. Yep, that's true.
Money gets you access to temporary happiness. And I'm going to put it like that every single time.
Pretty much.
It gives you access to things that can make you temporarily happy.
Yep. That's a good way of putting it.
But to actually be happy, it's inside. I actually did learn something in my English class a couple weeks ago. There's a difference between, and let me get this right. There's a difference between being happy. There's a difference between happiness, pleasure, and peace.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, because they don't necessarily go together, but they can go together, but they don't necessarily go together. So, what do you mean by it? Because you might be happy, but you might not have peace, or
when you have pleasure, it is.
That's what a lot of people have, pleasure.
It's the reaction to things.
To the material things.
Yeah.
And they don't give you happiness necessarily, though. Or peace.
Having pleasure is the almost like the dopamine is being released.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And
that's a good way of putting it, for sure.
That's the lowest form of let's just say joy.
Yep, that's a good way of putting it.
Joy and happiness is similar. Happiness is it's also can be short term, but it's still a little bit longer than pleasure. Pleasure can be.
Pleasure might be the first couple of minutes.
Minutes, hours.
Yeah.
Any of that.
Like some people when they get like these brand new spanking cars, it's $700-$800. Like, cause for one, that pleasure, yeah. But then you start thinking, hey, I'm gonna have to pay this amount of money every month.
Even if you don't have to pay bills on it, let's say you just buy a you get a cheesecake you really want it real bad.
Oh no.
It's amazing, and then right after you're done eating it, you still have the pleasure for about 10 minutes, and then it's gone. You don't even
done.
You don't even
done deal.
Even if you wanted to, you could not eat another one because the pleasure is gone.
Pleasure is done. Gone.
But yeah, happiness is more. It could be a little bit longer. That could be it could be a day. It could be 2 days, 3 days type. happy. You could just be happy. I don't know. You got a raise on your job, or you're happy that you got fired from your job.
Right.
So that's happiness. But after those couple days, it's done. Now the best one, in my eyes, and this ties into
Is
spirituality, is peace.
Yeah, I was gonna say peace has got to be the best.
Because peace, nothing needs to happen.
Not one thing.
Peace, you are content with how it is,
That's right.
how everything is.
You know everything is not in your control.
Yep.
But you're not gonna get out of whack over the things that are happening. Like some people get out of whack over everything.
Peace is like that dude the other night we watched. He was like, he got $3 in his bank account, and he's got one medium fry from Chick-fil-A and a big chicken.
Yeah, I guess it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was free. He got 2 coupons.
Yeah, and he said, and I'm gonna make something happen.
Yep, he was like, and I'm gonna make this happen like this. That is peace. If he's doing that on a daily, that is peace.
And you know that's got to be some kind of peace if he's doing that regularly.
Yeah, he
Because
is.
something tells me he is.
It's tough to, but it's gonna be tough to bother him and get him off
And
because
what they call it, the miscombobulated.
Yeah. because if you can,
That's true peace.
that's true peace, or even better, just sitting by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't do that
They
either.
can't do it for nothing. Mm-mm.
Just sitting by yourself. And not just for a couple hours. Try a couple days or a week. Just by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough for some people. But if you can do that and just be good, you're at peace.
Mhm.
And if you can make yourself happy, just by like, even though some people think it's crazy, you ain't even gotta talk,
Mm-hmm.
but just not talking and just at peace. But yeah, these people. But most people, a lot of people, they're not gonna reach peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to reach peace in this.
This right here that we're
capitalism.
experiencing. That's right.
Yeah, that we're experiencing. That's a good way to put it, though.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be
Yep.
it's
But we do need to keep doing social media. I'm talking about yours might catch on one day, Bill. If yours catches on, then me and Asia, Coach, we can put y'all on Take Your Daddy Station. We might can catch on.
I need to just, I don't know. It's just, it'll bring out. Like before this live right here, I ain't posted on this channel all day.
I didn't know it was live.
I got almost 200 videos too.
I said I didn't know we were live.
Oh yeah, we've been live. Yeah. I'm live.
Yep, but you're right. East. Happiness.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Uh-huh.
That's something to think about.
It's easy to gain pleasure and happiness. That's simple. You just get
Both of those can be instant, especially
Instant.
pleasure. Pleasure can
Pleasure.
really be instant,
Instant.
but it can be gone instantly too. I know.
Gone instantly, gain instantly.
Mhm.
That's why pleasure is the quickest one.
Happiness sometimes comes over time.
Yeah, it can come over time, but
or
it
it can be kind of instant.
it
too.
can come.
Like this love at first sight. That kind of some people believe in. I mean, I'm not talking about just internal love,
Mhm.
but it could be anything else.
Yeah.
Material or whatever.
Yeah. But even love at first sight, I could look at that as, I guess you could say happiness.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it pleasure. I'd call it happiness. Because some people, they'll fall out of it.
Right. That's right.
But yeah, peace. That's pretty tough to obtain. Even if you're faking it, you're gonna have to look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So
Man in the mirror.
you're gonna know you're not happy. That's why all these rich people aren't happy.
I know. Cause
They
you
are.
think back to the people who committed suicide or
All they have anything they
weren't
want,
happy.
cars, jewelry,
They
everything.
weren't happy.
It's that mirror.
Yeah.
There's something else that they can't buy.
Alright.
There's
That's right.
something that they can't buy or they can't buy back. And they can't get over that.
Mm-hmm. That's about right too.
And that is why they're sad. So the only way for them to not be sad, they have to buy things they can get. That's why usually the happier someone is, usually the lesser things they need
Right.
or have.
Yeah. Or have. Alright.
I'm telling you, I did an article now. I'm not saying homeless people are happy, but I've seen some videos and all that. There are homeless people, they are at peace.
Right.
They don't have bills. They're not working, so those are two pluses.
Yeah. Now that's you could really get at peace.
If you have no bills and aren't working,
Ooh.
plus,
No bills and not working, you could focus on social media if you wanted to, or you don't have to. You
Yeah.
can do social media.
and also no pressure to do like anything too.
Exactly.
Once you reach that, I think that's where people really can reach peace.
Yeah.
When you have no pressure from you or anyone.
That's
Because
right.
even if you have no pressure from anyone, you still might have pressure on yourself
Right.
to do something.
To do something.
But
Exactly.
once you get to the point, you know, I've did everything I've needed to do. Like there was this one black lady. She said after all her kids graduated high school, she moved out of her own house and became homeless.
Really?
Yeah, and she was like, cause she didn't have a husband and all that. So she was like there's really. She said for her there was no point of staying in a house.
Of actually staying in
She
there.
was like, she got the house for the kids.
Right.
So she was
Yeah.
like, she was like, she still gets like money here and there.